Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Facts and Chats. Today we are with the ladies for Ladies Night. I'm your host today, Marcella, and I'm accompanied with these two gorgeous girls, Amanya and Kyla. Now today the topic is a bit serious, is a bit, let's just say out there. But we will be talking about an issue that I will hold your hand when I say this.
Yep. I hold your hand.
I hold your hand.
We hold each other's hand.
We're going to be talking about now, this is a very serious topic. Now, if for those who don't know what is, child grooming is when an adult builds a relationship with a child and sometimes their family to gain the child's trust for the purpose of exploiting them. Now, it can come off as something as innocent, like mostly in schools in Malaysia, we can see forms of with abang angkat, kakak angkat, with practical teachers. So although there are like divided views within the public as to where a 17-year-old boy, well, this is a case before this, back in 2024, last year, guys.
Quite recent.
Very recent.
That's crazy.
So like, although there are divided views within the public as to where a 17-year-old boy is mature enough to consent, seeing that children nowadays have been involved with puppy love since the young age of 13, perhaps younger. And a child is still defined as a person under age of 18 years according to the Child Act of 2001. So the case of last year was a 37-year-old female teacher in a local high school, a wife and a mother of 5 already, was caught having intimate relationships with a 17-year-old student who is taking SPM.
Mother of 5. Wow.
Yeah, you have children of your own and you're doing that to another child. So we'll put this into retrospect that basically it's common.
Yeah.
Quite common.
Why
No, guys.
Why are we looking at her, huh?
No, but guys, seriously though, this is a very heavy topic that people will usually like
Overlook.
Yeah.
because like it's in culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any
Unfortunately.
experiences of like people knowing stories or anything?
And we will go to the youngest one.
We'll go to the youngest one.
Youngest one.
Youngest one up. I mean, this year I'm 18, so
Congrats, she's finally legal.
Congratulations.
thank you. But personally for me, I've always been, as someone who has always been younger in a friend group, I've always taken other people that are older than me as an older sibling. So even if let's say they have another intention of romantic stuff going on, I would oversee it because good in people. But that's all from me lah. Yeah. How about you?
Fortunately, I haven't yet.
Whoa!
Soon. But
No,
no,
hopefully not.
I've never experienced child grooming. The closest I've experienced is I was like 13 and like my senior was flirting. Flirting, and he was 18.
With that.
Like senior dah graduate. That was my experience.
Being like as our ages now, right? Being like what we say according to the law by adults, right? I think it's very odd to put yourself in the perspective of a groomer, right? When you look at a 13-year-old, do you even like
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
I don't think so.
That's a child.
Yeah, that's a
baby.
child.
That's a baby.
Especially
That's
if
a
you have
child.
younger siblings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a child, that's a baby, and you are still like, yeah, I'm gonna be friends with her, become her abang angkat, I'm gonna maneuver my way. Like, that is malicious intent.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is very bad. And it happens very commonly, especially in Malaysia, with the culture of, like I said, abang angkat, kakak
Yeah, I
angkat.
forgot about that term.
Because
That's crazy.
back in the last episode, we talked about boarding
Boarding
schools. And I went to a boarding school for a month. And this was very common culture.
Abang
Very
angkat.
common culture. Abang angkat, kakak angkat. Where like, this one abang, like this guy was ketua dorm, he was form 5, I was form 1. And despite knowing that I was form 1, this guy was making moves. And I'm an oblivious, naive, happy-go-lucky little girl. I'm like,
13-year-old
oh,
girl.
you're so nice.
Yeah.
You're so nice to
Yeah.
me. You're not nice actually.
Yeah.
You're actually mean. Very mean. Like, I don't like that. Like, you aren't supposed to be. It's putting yourself in a position of power and abusing that. And like, it's a heavy topic because people always brush it aside.
Yeah.
So biasa lah tu. Like it's very common to have that.
Biasalah
it
tu, biasalah tu.
Yeah, when it shouldn't be. Like
Yeah.
there's a difference between abang angkat that actually cares about you,
Yeah.
that wants you to grow and prosper,
Mm-hmm.
and there's an abang angkat that's like, I want you back.
Yeah.
Like
They're playing the long game.
They're playing the long
the long
game.
game. Yes.
Long game only affects when you're both mature enough.
Yeah, and you have the same goal, and obviously, I would say the same age. So talking about age, what about age gap, guys?
Age gap.
Actually, we just talked about
We
it
just
talked
like,
about
it.
before this episode
Before we started that. Okay.
Nah, you start first lah. Starting from the youngest.
Starting from the
Oh,
youngest.
age gap. Personally, up to 5 years is okay.
That's
but
crazy.
At
after
18.
18, after
After
18.
18.
So, okay, this is just like a personal thing for me, but like I do have a friend. They have been dated before. Okay, the girl was like 16 and the guy was like 18. Then they start dating. But is that like unacceptable age gap? But okay,
It's debatable.
debatable. Okay, let's say they've been friends since childhood. So,
When it
yay
comes
or
to-
nay? Yay
When
or
it comes
nay?
to that, it comes to the circumstances, don't you?
Yeah.
think? Macam
I
this-
cannot. It cannot like be determined just by the age itself.
Mm-mm.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
I
a bit
get it.
debatable, yeah.
I feel
16
like
and 18.
when you can consider something grooming is when you know this adult has always had this big age gap with you.
Uh-huh.
Like macam let's say an older cousin, because it happens in her families.
Ooh.
Older cousins that macam they create this relationship with you. They put this like macam very tight relationship with you, and you notice after some time of knowing you and having that relationship built, they start maneuvering their way into something more. This macam in Malay culture, right? We can talk about like the Malay culture back in the old days,
Mm-mm.
right? In families where like it was so common to have been married off to at like our age.
Yep.
Like to think of getting married at 19, 18.
17, 16.
Yeah,
14,
exactly.
right? 14.
14.
Yeah.
It can go up to like the second you get your period.
Yeah.
And it's some cultures don't really adapt to like
The
this
changes.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is a human being. This is a life that has so much to live for.
Yeah.
And like a really big case right now, the David thing.
Ooh, let's talk about
Let's
that.
talk about
Y'all
that.
know about that one.
The whole David case thing.
Mm.
Knowing that allegedly, don't catch me on this. Allegedly, the girl was like what, knew him when she was a middle schooler?
Yeah.
12.
Was it 12, right? 12,
Yeah,
right?
12.
What was the age gap?
If I'm not mistaken, Davis is 05. Is that not?
He older than me.
He's 05 and... Okay, guys, I forgot.
So I think he was like allegedly. I think he was.
There was like a 5-year age gap, if I'm not
he was
mistaken.
18, 18 or
Yeah.
17 or something, and the girl was at 12 or 11.
It's very common.
Dude,
It's very
what?
common. It's very common to not common. Sorry, it's very easy to use young children who are still learning about the world, who are still not understanding what the world is.
Yeah.
Trust an adult who is like someone you're supposed to trust, like a trusted adult. You're supposed to trust this person. They have more wisdom than you. They have more experience than you. And when they try to like maneuver themselves into something different, it gives that fluctuation of emotion where, yeah, there's no way they would do anything because group is building that relationship with you, so you can't like.
Okay, wouldn't it like be a Stockholm syndrome if you think about it? Or is it like...
Stockholm syndrome can
It's
be
similar.
applied.
Similar, right?
It's quite similar, yeah. It could be applied to it. Macam, it's very a touchy subject because of the age gap.
Yeah.
Like you said just now, 16, 18, is that a big age gap?
How about you though? What about you guys? What's the, like a big age gap?
I'm 21, mate. The age gap is limitless.
Age gap is
21?
open.
Open until 40, 50, yeah.
Okay, I'll speak from when I was like 18, 19. I think it was the same as you, five
Yeah,
years.
up to 5.
But like even when I turned 21, right? And contoh lah, a 19-year-old guy, I can't even find them attractive in my eyes. To me, it feels so young. Even though when I was 19, a 21-year-old guy would be like, yep,
I
that
want
one."
her.
Yeah. But now I'm 21 myself and I look at a 19-year-old or like an 18-year-old, I'm just, wait, that's a baby to me. Like, I cannot find you attractive.
They
in
just
my
came out of
eyes.
high school.
Yeah.
They don't know the word
Just
yet.
finish your SPM.
Yeah.
That's me lah. Just my thinking.
What about you, Salam?
Controversial. Controversial.
Anyone
But actually, on a serious note, I take age gaps very seriously. Because I have my own younger siblings. I have my brother, I have my sister. And if I hear my sister talking to a man that's 5 years older, I'm beating
How
that
old
guy.
is your
bro.
sister?
My sister's 15. If I find out she's talking to an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old my age, I will never trust that guy.
Yeah, no.
You're talking to my sister 15. Bruh, PT3 tak ada pun.
I know.
Yeah,
She can't even take an exam to care. You want to go for? Let's be serious. Let's be serious. But for me personally, I care about age gaps. Like the highest I go, is 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
2 years.
Quite
You all see
limited,
the eyes.
The highest I go is 2 years realistically.
So how you 19?
Yeah, I'm 19.
Okay, 21.
21, yeah.
21 is the oldest I go.
22 tak dah.
22 is like, ooh, you experience more life. You go have fun.
Actually no. No, they don't experience more like 22 man. I'm like
Bleep.
I feel like it's macam this. It's a spectrum, you know. There's not really macam like a set boundary and rule, but it should be within the adult, someone who's older, to have that mindset of wanting to not
Take
do
care.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
who knows on, you know.
Yeah, for real.
You have to take care about like these people. They're seeking you for guidance. They're seeking you for comfort and shelter from whatever they're hiding from. And you abusing that power, macam like the David case. It's to the point the girl's dead.
yeah. And like,
Allegedly.
There's so much allegation regarding that, like the girl getting pregnant and all.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry. And also, okay, when the first time when that kind of news came out, what was you guys' reaction?
the David.
Nah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was
I
like,
was like, nah.
it's another one, you know, it's another one.
It was just in his car.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It could be true.
Yeah.
And like exactly by our reactions in itself, pun it shows like victims of like grooming. It's hard for them to come out with these things.
Yeah.
It's scary. I think because I heard allegedly he paid a lot of people not to speak.
Yes,
And also the
he paid
family
the
of a guy,
friends
right?
And stuff, yeah.
And apparently she's been missing too, is it not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
She has been missing.
For 2 years, is it?
So sad.
2 years.
2 years.
But like by our reactions, like immediately, like the first reaction we did was like,
Nah, I know he's gonna do
But
something like
It
that.
shows how like these people who are in positions of like power and people who know them are like, you wouldn't want to immediately expect like this person to do these things. It's like in human nature to like not want to, how to say, como se dice,
Como se dice.
como se dice, assume the worst of a person.
Yeah.
We still want to see a good, like the light in a person's, but to come out and say like, oh, this person has been abusing their power or like abusing whatever whatever they're doing to like go to use this as an advantage to like make moves on me. And this person's a loved person. They're known, they're popular, they got a gang and stuff. You know? Like they won't immediately believe you unless you have, even if you have concrete proof. So how should we as a community help these people? As much as we say that this is a safe environment, you can tell us, not a lot of people will immediately jump to it and like, yeah, I'm on your side immediately.
Yes.
I no need proof.
Yeah.
It's never like as much as we say like believe the victim.
Yeah.
Do we actually believe the victim?
It's difficult, no?
I think I remember one of my closest friends telling me it's better to trust something. Okay, let me think of the actual
phrase, the
sentence 'cause
phrase.
I forgot,
Yeah,
but
como
it's
se
something
dice.
like como se dice, like it's better to trust the victim than the
Abuser.
the abuser, and
The
if you
accuser.
were proved wrong, then it's fine. But imagine if you don't trust the victim, and then you were proved wrong. Like
Yeah.
it's better to just trust it. Kau salah, okay, fine. You know what I mean?
I feel like it has something to do with like guilt also later on. Because like we supported the abuser and then last us, they are the actual
you see,
abuser.
like that's worse. Imagine if that
Yeah.
happens.
Are you guys more of like believe the victim or innocent until proven guilty? Because that's the sides that
Believe
we're
the
looking
victim.
at. Believe the victim.
Me too. Believe the victim.
But in circumstances of this is your friend, this is your homeboy, this is your homegirl, like you've known them.
I think it's better to believe the victim first. I think it's like
First and
who
foremost, yeah.
who has more receipts in my opinion.
yeah.
But okay, obviously some kind of like abuse does not have receipts. Like, you know, not physical abuse, but like when it comes to like words. When
Macam grooming.
there's like grooming like that. But if it's through text and everything else, we have receipt. But honestly, it's safe. We're on the safer side if we believe the victim.
Yes.
That's what I think
Yeah.
it is.
And it's worse. I feel like the circumstances are worse for grooming victims because the consensual age in Malaysia is guess what? Form
16,
4.
right?
Form 4.
16,
16.
16. That's the consensual age.
Yeah.
This is why it's so open for children to just keluar sekolah kahwin. Keluar sekolah like they get married. They talk to like a 30-year-old. They talk to because it's within the culture, and we shouldn't be opening like these doors for men or women, both, to maneuver themselves into this placement of power when they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
A teacher, like the case last year, the teacher, you have 5 kids, good, and you're doing that to a 17-year-old.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
One of her kids is like 17 also.
Exactly.
You will never know what happened at home. You will never know what happened at home. It's crazy.
Actually, when you were talking about like 18 lepas sekolah kahwin, right? I saw this TikTok that was like this girl was at 18 and then they kahwin with a 34-year-old or something, someone damn like double her age.
Yeah.
And then the comments was like, there's a reason why he's single at that age. There's a
Yeah,
reason why he's
yeah.
grown, man.
Oh my God.
He's single at that age.
Yeah. Because like now we can see like these guys aren't as mature.
Yeah.
Like despite no matter what your age is, they aren't mature. But when you're in high school, the teachers that you surround yourself, they keep that professionalism, right? You don't know who is actually mature, who is actually abusing that power, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you don't really hear when it comes from a person that's like not in somewhat of a position of power.
Yes.
To feed that ego, to feed that drive to want to conquer something.
Yeah.
Because that's what grooming cases are.
Yeah.
Like, como se dice, in my own personal like experience, right? Okay, law drop.
Oh, law drop.
When I moved a lot of schools, I've been to a boarding school, I've been to sekolah, like boys and girls, I've been to private, I've been to international, I've been to all girls.
Yeah.
And in all, like the same culture, like this grooming thing is in all the cultures. Like with practical teachers, with your seniors, with like and like seeing my classmates, like I went to an all girls school, right? Seeing my classmates who are like 16, 17, talking like, oh, I'm talking to this guy and he's 27.
Crazy.
Why are you this 10-year age gap tau? 10 years, there's a lot of difference. And it was praised amongst all of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I talked to the girl, I was like, bro, that's not normal.
For
Why you
real.
like that's
What
your
did she say?
She was like, he at least he has a job. At least like if we get married, he has a job. He's working at 7-Eleven. Let's be serious.
27. Oh gosh.
27, you're still working at 7-Eleven. No hate, no judgment.
No hate.
It's just that
But this one I'm gonna judge because he's talking to a 17-year-old.
you're
Yeah,
talking
for
to a
real.
17-year-old.
Yeah.
You're 27. There's so much in life that you should be reaching for.
Yeah.
And you're only 17. There's so much you could be reaching
Yeah.
for. Why are we limiting ourselves to a form of love that we think is best for us just because it's security? You know, like I feel like it's all also rooted from like mommy and daddy issues. Kan?
I think so. Alhamdulillah, I don't have.
100%.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
You want that security.
I think okay, this is the thing though. Like sometimes when you chase for the type for your romantic interest is either because you have always been receiving it since you were a child or you receive none. That's where it comes out.
And you receive none when you get it, it's like
Yeah.
Amazing.
wow, life is worth living. It's like life is worth living.
Yeah.
Like yes, I can be loved in this. Like
Yes.
I can receive love in different ways.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, when you see like grooming victims when they get older, they're like, wow, that wasn't normal.
Yeah, that was a normal.
That wasn't normal, and it should be like taught. It's not. One of the things that it hasn't been really taught in the education system.
Yes, I believe that one should be taught also.
It's not just about
Yeah,
sex
they
ed.
Yeah.
We're only talking about sex ed. Yeah, sex ed. But
Marriage.
the reason of sex ed should also be like this person and this person. What are the age groups? Why? Because people are going to be curious. Children would want to learn about these things. They feel these things. All they feel is feelings. All they
Yeah.
have is emotions. So you can't just let them just run around a rabbit, feeling all these things, thinking they're right. There should be like somewhat of a guide.
Yeah.
You know, it shouldn't be a taboo.
That's the thing. It's a taboo. That's why people don't talk, and now that's why people got age gaps like that and got grooming.
Exactly.
I feel like we should spread more awareness about this and just talk about it more open and generally.
Yeah, I think a proper education system should be implemented too. That's one thing. Because the ideology of like marrying off after high school, you kahwin terus. After high school, you kahwin terus. I think that one is like, back then should be okay. But this time around, I think, economic things have changed.
Yeah, kahwin mahal, bro.
Whoa, yeah, actually,
like a wedding is like, bro, minimum 40K.
Yes, minimum.
Minimum, if itu pun like wedding biasa.
Yes.
You want
Actually.
nasi minyak and ayam masak merah and
Yeah.
syrup.
Yep.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
We go grand.
We gotta go big and go home.
Yeah.
Fur.
But I feel like, as we can tell I feel like we all agree that it should be implemented in the education system.
Yes, for real.
To like expose children, to expose like us as well.
Yeah.
We can still be groomed right now, no matter what age it is. We can still be groomed right now. I feel like we as a society, we as Malaysians, we as people should not treat this topic as a taboo.
Yeah.
Yes,
Betul.
I believe too.
Betul.
And I feel like, yeah, we all agree on this. And I hope we catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye, guys. That was such a heavy topic. Bye.
That was so heavy, guys. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Take care.